I think we all deserve to see more of you, you know, in the light that you really deserve to be seen in, which is like this beautiful, beautiful light. So yeah, thank you for doing this with me. I really, oh God. Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. Welcome back to Still Kickin podcast. My name's Cameron, and today we have our special guest, Tamara.
Hello. You still are.
So today we're actually going to be talking about a lot of really good things. I'm so excited for today. I'm so excited to have you on here. I'm so grateful that you're here. This is all good moods for me. I'm real happy today.
Excited to be here.
Yes. So for today, we're going to talk about Black empowerment, women empowerment, and what the experience is for being at a PWI for a Black woman. But before we get into that, I want to start off with you introducing yourself to the audience. So.
Okay. Well, my name is Tamara Collington. I am a senior at Lycoming College, major in criminology. If I had to describe myself in 3 words, I would say loving, adventurous, and a fashionista.
Oof.
Period.
Period. Perfection. I love it. All right, so I love the fact that you said fashionista because I 100% agree.
Okay.
This fit's already perfection. Like, look at that outfit. Like, fucking amazing. All right, so I want to really hop into it with you. Actually, I just want to hop into it and just get into what the first question is. So I want you to tell me more about your experience at a PWI, which is what school we're at right now. Lycoming College is a PWI, which stands for a predominantly white institution. I want you to tell us about what that experience is and like how did you go about going through that or navigating that experience.
Well, I didn't really give it much thought because, and as I look back on like the different schools I came from, I've always been kind of like the minority. Even when I was in elementary all the way up to 8th grade, I had gone to a charter school that was predominantly African. Okay. So like granted, we were all the same skin complexion, but our cultures were very different. So like adapting to the different cultures that was surrounding me has always been like, I guess, a gift that I was getting more in tune. Okay, so by the time, what was I saying?
So it's more like, so you were already like used to like everyone else around you.
Right, being different.
It wasn't very much of like a culture shock.
Right.
Much. Okay.
Because then when I went to high school, I went to a Catholic school. Okay. And so that was kind of predominantly white. I mean, us Blacks, we were coming forth, we were kind of changing the game, but at the same time, we were still a minority nonetheless. Okay. So coming here, getting into the flow of adapting to my environment, it seemed like something that I had been doing my entire life. So it wasn't really like a struggle for me. Mm-hmm. Now, where I found struggles was the fact that it's a co-ed school. Okay. And being a Black woman at a co-ed school. And you just see how you get treated versus your counterparts. Okay. And so really just trying to find my worth by myself because, I don't know, I'm not dogging my Black men. I love my brothers. But at the same time, I do realize that some Black men don't really know how to care for a Black woman. Okay. And being that there isn't that many of us here already, and love is going to be in the air as a freshman coming to school, of course, by yourself, no parents, trying to navigate through that was my issue. Okay. Yeah, and really forming a sisterhood was something that I had to try to learn being here. Yeah, that was like the little gift that you had to really like get. Right, I get that. Because like I think people really don't understand like the concept of how a co-ed school, like the complexities of that. Mm-hmm. You know, because like you're dealing with very different people who different backgrounds. They brought up very differently. I think the media paints a very interesting picture that we all tend to sometimes follow or you know really like bring on, and I think that for the Black woman going through college, it's a very different experience, you know? Because I remember we were learning about this in class and how, like, for a Black woman going to college is, like, it's more about finding that, like, the financial growth, you know? It's about having your own thing, you know? You're doing this for you. So, like, it's a very, it's so many emotions, you know? So, like, I want to talk about the first semester. First semester you get to, like, homing. Let's bring it all the way back. Woo! Go ahead.
So your first semester, what's on your mind?
Partying.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I came to school and you would think I was thinking books, education, but no. This was a way for me to escape from what I would call the bondage that I had came from. Like my parents, they were just very, very strict. So coming to school, I don't have really anyone telling me, Tamara, you need to get up right now. Tamara, you need to go to sleep right now. You know? So I'm like, oh, I'm an adult, so I'm going to act like one. And so yeah, when I first got here, all I wanted to do was party. So I was attracting party. I was attracting people that was attracted to partying.
Yeah, you were giving off that energy you were receiving.
Exactly. And that was my mindset. So that's what I was attracting. And my first semester, it was very dark. But
I feel you.
yeah, I was definitely going through my dark night. So
that freshman year is always something to talk about. Oh my God.
And it's a blurry memory, but simply because my entire time I was just blurry. Like I was indulging in different activities.
she was living her best life.
Living my best life.
Yes.
And it kind of affected my vision. So, yeah, it's just a very blurry time because it seems like I was just going through the motion, but I wasn't going through it authentically. We're gonna go with that.
Yes.
But yeah.
We'll allow that. Yes. All right. So what was the moment then? Like, cause you say like that was blurry.
Right.
When did we come into our own? Like where was
okay, the transformation.
Yes, the transformation.
So wow, this is crazy because it's the first time I ever really talked about this out loud. But my sophomore year, it was spring semester, so it was around February. I had been raped by someone that I was in an intimate relationship with for a while. This is actually a person I was with since freshman year. And after that moment, having to disengage from him and people that were around him, I found myself in a friend group that I felt as though I could be free, but I still didn't feel I could be free vocally, if that makes sense. Like, I couldn't really speak my mind as much as I wanted to. I couldn't really express myself as much as I wanted to. So it wasn't until my junior year, I'm going to give it, I think, fall semester, when things really started changing for me.
Okay.
Because I just started listening to that voice. If something told me that this person, it really isn't right for you, I just started cutting them off. I had to go.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can feel that, because that was like when you grew up, your mom always told you, hey, if something doesn't feel right, then you have all power in your body to say, no, I'm done with this. I don't want that kind of energy in my life. It's all about the energy that's around you. You surround yourself with that, and oh my gosh, by the way, I wanted to like when you guys want to make that very known just to the audience, like when you were talking about that, I wanted to, then I didn't want to, like, you know what I mean? So I just want to tell you that, like,
it's okay, my angels is doing it for me.
Yeah, there you go. Because I was like, I was a little more, I was like, I didn't want to cross the boundary. But anyway, no, definitely though, I'm 100% proud of you.
And I'm sorry. Because I really felt like a smack in the head. And one thing that really encouraged my growth was me diving into my spirituality.
Yes.
Like, I had to be stripped from what I had always learned in the church and kind of just find my own version of spirituality and find my own connection with God. And that really transformed my life because that was the start of everything. Okay. That's when things just started to flourish because my foundation changed.
I like that.
So yeah.
See, I want to get into that a little bit more about the foundation change and how, like, I think when you have and find your own individuality, there comes a moment where, like, you begin to find out who you are and what it means to look in the mirror and be like, this is the person that I am. Because I think that a lot of times we find ourselves always sort of worried about the world around us. Yeah. And we very much try to pretend to be that or mimic that in a way. And so it's a very interesting moment when, like, you are, I don't want to say down and out, but, like, it's those moments when you're by yourself that you tend to, look into oneself, or hopefully you begin to look into look into oneself. And I think I want to get into more detail about the spirituality actually. Okay. So explain that process to me, that moment where you begin to look more into, like, what it means to believe in God and what does that entail?
Okay. So as I stated before, my family, they're very religious. It's really my mom's side. Like, they're just very religious.
I feel you.
So yeah.
My mom pray every day.
Okay. Church every Sunday. Doesn't matter what time you came in last night.
Bible study is a must. That's more important, by the
way.
way. Like,
did you have Awana?
Huh?
Awana?
Oh.
It was like Wednesday night Bible study, but for kids.
See, I know.
You was in that? Exactly. Exactly. I was in the choir. I was in the dance team. I was in everything.
Oh, no, I was in choir.
You was in choir too? But yeah, so, being in the church all the time and like I would ask my mom, can I go to a party? Girl, you gonna die. Like, God is not gonna be with you. And I'm like, what are you doing? Right? So it kind of birthed this fear in me that if I didn't do everything by the book, the way God said to do it, like in the Bible, then I'm going to hell. I'm going to die. Yes. I'm going to be suffering so bad. And it wasn't until I met my best friend, I don't mind saying, Carlise.
Aww.
Yes, I met her. And she showed me a new way to praise God, a new way to talk with him. She showed me how many people I really have on my side in the spiritual realm. And I saw you wrote down Psalms 23 because it wasn't until like I really realized how many angels and spirits I have on my side that verse really came to light for me. It really came to light for me. It's like, why fear when you're going through the valley of death or the shadow of death when you have all these people on your side? Like, there's nothing that you cannot do.
Yeah.
You're not going to fail, no matter what you do.
Yeah, because they're walking with us. Like, they understand. Like, they've been through before. You
yeah.
know, they can make it through it. They're with us. They're walking with us, you know?
Exactly. And then I read this book. It's called The Alchemist. And...
Oh, we love good book,
by the way. Oh, I love The Alchemist. And, the author, he kept on writing Maktub, which means it is written. So that was another thing that really changed my view with spirituality, because I'm like, I'm doing this, and in the moment, it kind of seems like it's wrong because society says it's wrong. Like, different activities I will indulge in, but at the same time, if it's already written, why would he leave me in this time? You get me? So...
Oh, wait, hold up. Go back to that. I want you to say it again. Because that deserves way more. Wait a minute. That deserves way more spotlight. It's already written.
Right.
So why would he leave me
in this time?
That's...
Yeah.
That, that's a really big understanding people forget. I think if people understood that, you know, not very many things in this world are bad or good. Exactly. You know? We always try to put it in categories, and you can't categorize things because you don't even know what is true foundation is. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Like, we try to put people in good or bad, but you don't see that every day. You don't see if they gave $3 to somebody in need. You don't see if they encouraged somebody when they were sad. All you're seeing is what they've done. Yeah, and that's the one thing a lot of times we don't really remember. Right. I think our day-to-day lives become so, you know, filled with so many other things and stimuli that it's like, it's very hard to put things in perspective and see it with like an objective viewpoint, and that like, this person's life could, you know, very well be going ups and downs. Exactly. And like, I want to give this person a chance. You know, maybe something happened. Anything could have happened, and everyone deserves that chance to breathe and be. You know what? I'm gonna see how I'm gonna look at it with a new perspective. I'm gonna give this person a different chance. You know, because I think that, you know, on the other side, we always expect people to do that for us. Exactly. Because like that's the one that I always tell people, well, just give me a chance, because we all know how it feels to be in a situation where it's like, okay, I don't think this person likes me. I don't think no one likes me in this room right now. Like, you're just, it's a lot of self-doubt. And that's when you have to realize you need to like yourself. Oh yeah. Okay. Self-love. Self-validation is important. Self-love is the best love. I think honestly, it's the first love. If you don't love yourself first, I doubt that you can love anyone else in the best way possibly. Honestly. It is. It's like once you find that love for yourself, no one or nothing can challenge your own views of yourself, because it's already been. It's like you just put a permanent marker on your, like a tattoo solidified. On your face. Exactly. It's solidified. It cannot be. No, it can't be. Exactly. Erased. But yes. This is why I wanted her on here. Okay. There was no one else I could have picked, because I was like, you know what? I respect her so much. I hold her to. I put you on like a pedestal in my eyes, because I admire the way you walk around campus. Like every time, like I remember there was like a quote from someone. It was like I was just like, the guy was like the people are always watching, and they're watching the way you move, and that obviously has like the physical, you know, how you move. But there's also, you know, how you go about your day to day. You know, how do you look and treat people? How do you? What's your outlook on life? And whenever I'm around you, it's always positivity, consistent positivity, and I'm always in a good good mood. And so I was like, you know what? I think she deserves a spotlight, and I think that she really deserves. I think we all deserve to see more of you, you know, in the light that you really deserve to be seen in, which is like this beautiful, beautiful light. So yeah, thank you for doing this with me. I really, oh God. Thank you. This is Tamara Collington, everyone.
T Styles.
Oh. All right, so it's